And yeah, you're listening to Sippin On Some Soda. We're sponsored by the Vinyl Underground at 7th Heaven, offering new and used vinyl at 76th and Truce. Shout out to Sherman and the good folks over at the 7th Heaven. How are you doing today, Kirby?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. How are you?
Feeling good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Wonderful.
All right.
Kirby, do you want to tell us about? I mean, okay. Well, do we have anything else up top before we talk about the sodas we have? I don't know. What's been happening since the last episode?
Updates. Look for new releases from Shallow Pulse. We just got a bassist. Other than that, stick around for the end times. Oh
yeah, something of discussion lately has been
Chiefs are 3-0.
Oh, the Chiefs are 3-0. That's great news. Yeah, I'm excited. Me and Kirby are in a fantasy league together too. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
I've got Sammy Watkins. He's got Patrick Mahomes
and Robinson.
Oh, we got Robinson. Shit. Yeah, it's been fun. No, you mentioned the end times approaching. It's a topic of discussion in the apartment lately has been a possible timeline shift that happened about a month ago.
Right, we believe on 9/9 that alternate timelines shifted and reality as we know it changed. Things just started becoming strange to an unexplainable degree that night after the thunder.
Yeah, no, it was all lightning and like almost no thunder.
Right. Yeah, all lightning, no thunder. I think some kind of transformative space event or nuclear event or I'm not sure, but we aren't living in reality anymore.
I hypothesized that they were switching the Bernstein Bears back to how it was. I haven't checked yet. It's been a few weeks. I haven't checked still, but that's just my guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you have any,
we'll see if it ever gets back to normal. But right now, we are not living in the world.
Yeah. Well, and last night there was another storm, and we were talking like maybe it's being switched back or switched again.
Right.
But it wasn't as strange of a storm, so I feel like it might have just been coincidence.
But let's see how today plays out. Maybe the sodas will have some kind of will give us some kind of clue as to what stage of reality we're in.
Yeah, I think so. The primary use of soda is balancing and centering yourself within whichever plane of existence you may happen to be in at the given time.
Right, absolutely. And so with that context, I think let's introduce our lineup and make some predictions.
Yeah, we went to... I stopped in at Casey's Soda Co. in the city market in Kansas City after work the other day and picked up, the first episode we did Sunfresh, second episode we did the Fast Stop. Both plenty respectable establishments that we will likely return to in the future. But we felt that we needed to step it up a little bit and give you something a little extra special this week.
Right. We're digging deeper. So appreciate that. But,
of course. Yeah, Kirby, you want to give us the lineup here?
Yeah, first off, we got Stewart's Fountain Classics Key Lime.
It's made with cane sugar.
Smooth lime taste since 1924. Coming out of a glass 12-ounce bottle.
Yeah,
next.
I'm not sure if I've had a Stewart's soda before. Like I've definitely seen them around.
I believe I've had a Stewart's root beer, but never a key lime. Next, we've got Dr. Brown's, and this has definitely got some.
It's a black cherry.
It's a black cherry soda, cherry with other natural flavors in a 12-ounce bottle.
It says since 1869, and we have a picture of the Central Park carousel on it. Shout out to all of our New Yorkers out there. I know we have quite the fan base in New York City.
Yeah, our New York fan.
They're going crazy.
Our New York fan base is we just don't know what to do with them anymore.
They've just got that New York state of mind, and they're tough.
Forever Young.
Yes.
Was another good song off of that album.
Oh, and also Dr. Brown's is available at the Broadway Deli in a few varieties. I stopped in there the other day. Shout out to all the good menches and women there. Great establishment. We love it. I had the roast turkey sandwich yesterday. That shit was pretty bomb. And a latke. Can't go wrong there. What's number 3 here?
Number 3 is a special.
We're most excited for this.
Very proud to introduce this soda. It's Stone Cold Jones, sponsored by Chris Jones, number 95, the defensive lineman for the All-Pro, all dominating.
How about those Chiefs?
Defensive lineman for the Chiefs, and this fucking soda is called Bronco Tears. And as a Raider hater, a Charger hater, and absolutely a Bronco hater, I'm just ecstatic to taste white birch Bronco Tears. Yeah, that's Kirby, the flavor we're working with. White birch.
I got it out of curiosity. Really, do you know what white birch tastes like?
I don't know what white birch tastes like, but
a birch is a tree, correct?
Birch is a tree, and so I'm making the connection between root beer.
It might be some kind of root beer offshoot.
Yeah, Chris Jones had a career year last year for the Kansas City Chiefs on defense. He's definitely taken a leadership position since the absence.
Do you have some trivia you're pulling up here, Kirby? What are you looking for? You looking for his sack numbers? His is he on the O line or the D line?
He recorded a sack in D line. He recorded a sack in 11 consecutive games.
It's pretty freaking nuts.
In 2018. Hang on, I got some more.
Any friend of Patrick Mahomes is a friend of mine.
So far this season, he's got 5 tackles and 1 sack. He logged a career-high 15.5 sacks during the 2018 season, leading the Chiefs' defense and ranking 3rd in the NFL.
The more you fucking know.
He is a beast. I'm afraid of him.
Do we want to start with the Stewart though?
Last.
Yeah, that'll be
that's
the piece de resistance.
Right. So let's start out with this Stewart's key lime.
Yeah, let's pop these babies open. These are all glass bottles we have selected today. And we'll be sipping directly from those bottles. Kirby with the lighter bottle opener trick. Wonderful.
All right. Cheers, mate.
Ooh, hope that picked up.
Tastes like key lime.
It sure does.
It's not horrible. It's not horrible.
No, I'm into it.
I don't even like key lime as a flavor, but this is not bad.
Yeah. The thing is, when you get, like you get key lime pie or whatever, you can't have too much of that without overwhelming yourself.
Right.
So this is definitely something like if you buy like a 6er or a 12er of this, like it might sit for a second because you can't down more than one of these every couple days.
A pretty accurate lime juice color to the soda in this clear bottle.
Yep.
It's got a sweet note, a kind of syrupy, sickly sweet note. At the very end, I honestly wish it had a little bit more bite, like.
Yeah, there's not quite the punch that
the acidity,
a key lime.
Yeah, that
you might be hoping for, but
are key limes different than regular limes?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you that. We might have to call up a lime expert here, But
Let's find a friend.
I'm like, when you get a key lime pie slice, I'm pretty sure there is like just a small kick to it too. So, yeah, I'm still a fan of the soda. I will happily finish this bottle after we conclude. But
okay, so the key lime is a citrus hybrid, spherical fruit. Smaller, seedier, higher acidity, stronger aroma than the Persian lime.
So it should be more acidic than a regular lime.
That's what I'm.
Okay. Man, so I feel like Stewart's may have like kind of sensed how powerful a key lime flavor can be, and maybe like overcorrected a little bit. Like, thinking about how the consumer may be overwhelmed by that flavor, but I think they toned it down far too much if that's the thought process they were going through. Nonetheless, I would still happily drink one of these, every once in a while, but it is slightly underwhelming.
It's slightly underwhelming.
Yeah.
There will be a day where I just know that there will be a day one day where I need.
Yeah, we will thirst for this at one point.
Yeah.
Yes. But
today's not that day.
Yeah, a rainy day isn't exactly a key lime day. We're having a rainy day.
I mean, if this was two months ago,
and you really can't beat. We did the last episode was the Labor Day episode, and that was like prime soda weather. But
yeah,
we're getting into a dreary late summer, early fall day right now, and the key lime isn't exactly optimal for that, but
not exactly optimal.
A good option nonetheless. Do you have any closing thoughts on the key lime before we move on?
Parting thoughts.
Oh, sorry, a little burp there, folks. Gotta let them go sometimes.
No parting thoughts.
Okay,
and that should say something.
Take notes, Stewarts. Coming for your ass.
Yeah, just not very remarkable in any given way.
All right.
But not a negative experience.
Yeah. All right, shall we move to our next soda, the Dr. Brown's Black Cherry?
Yep. Let's pop tops.
I'm forgetting. Did we? I think on the first episode we also had a Black Cherry. That was the Blue Sky Beverage Company Black Cherry. So we will have to see how this lines up against the Blue Sky variety. Which Kirby, I remember, was not a fan of, but I was pretty open to it.
I like black cherry Kool-Aid a lot, so that's kind of my litmus. Very difficult. Are these screw-ons?
Kirby may have been trying to pop these lids that are screw tops. Maybe. We don't know, but he's working on it. What the heck? There we go.
All right, brother.
Let's freaking go.
Understated so far.
Yeah. I feel like this may be suffering. I feel like this is suffering the same fate as the Stewart's Key Lime. I feel like a cherry, like a black cherry, should have some like pop to it.
I wonder what.
And it's a little heavier and like less fizzy and light as you would think a black cherry would be.
It's got some body to it.
This is
we did the black cherry soda. I like this one more than the first one, but maybe it's because we're used to the ritual of just crushing 12-ounce aluminum cans that it kind of skews our perspective on craft bottled soda.
Do you think the mainstream commercial sodas are possibly overly fizzy and light at times, to where you may not appreciate a soda with more body?
I think those sodas are highly carbonated, in a way they're made to be fizzy and drinkable and just consumable in mass in repetition. So maybe we're looking, maybe we should start looking for different types of characteristics within a soda. I mean, we are just talking about fucking soda, but like there's less carbonation from a clear bottle of soda than from a can. Cans are fizzy as hell. You know what I mean?
Is this science?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
I mean, think about it. Think about the experience of the two.
I don't know if I have enough. Yeah, I don't know if that's...
I don't know. Let me try this again. Which one's yours?
Mine's closer to me.
It's caffeine free. I wish it, it wouldn't hurt to throw some caffeine in this, but maybe I was talking shit. It really isn't that great.
Yeah, no, I had a much better experience with the Dr. Brown's cream soda the other day at the deli. It's always a good pick. I mean, as we discussed on the first and possibly even the second episode,
the origins of this show
it's our
cream soda.
Our love for cream soda is what sparked some of these early conversations and thoughts. So yeah, the Dr. Brown's, I feel like it much like the Stewart's, has some just fine qualities, but is not really stacking up to our expectations.
I would almost rather have a cherry soda to see if I'm getting more flavor there. The black cherry soda recipe in this one is just not very considerate, not very thoughtful. It kind of seems like carbonated black cherry Kool-Aid. And don't get me wrong, black cherry Kool-Aid absolutely slaps.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I'm buying a craft high dollar soda,
yeah, you're asking for a little more. I'm just
expecting more. And that's that.
Yeah, and I think that's a just fine place to leave the Dr. Brown's Black Cherry.
Now, the main event.
The main event.
Let's get these less than sodas out of the way. And let's crack open some Bronco Tears.
We love it, folks. We love it. I'm going to be keeping this bottle, too. This is a nice little collectible. I'm keeping this bottle. We have, I don't know if our fans can look up a photo or not, but we have Stone Cold Jones. It's in a very cool kind of like vintage action movie or maybe like comic book font at the top of the label. So like Stone Cold Jones.
Nukem font,
yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Doom font.
Yeah, and we got fucking Chris Jones here looking just like swole as all hell, flexing, and around him is just it looks like upon first glance, it looks like kind of a mountain of like skulls, but it's football helmets. It's very sick. They're all white and just piled around his hulking physique. And yeah, I'm ready to try some Bronco Tears, Kirby. Let's crack these open.
All right, this soda, this toast. It's to an undefeated Chiefs season.
We're going all the way this time, baby.
Mahomes, a Super Bowl, an MVP for Mahomes again, and he's going to break 55 touchdowns this year. He's going to throw 60. Chris Jones is going to lead the league in sacks.
And one of us is going to win the fantasy league, even though we're both like 1-2 right now, I think.
I'm 2-1.
Oh, shit. Look at you. Okay, here we go. There we go. Oof. That's a cheers, baby.
We'll see on Sunday if the Chiefs. So it's root beer.
It is. Yeah, it's like. Yeah, the white birch is.
That's good.
Yeah, no, there is a specific root beer variety of the soda that I saw in the store, but I opted for this one because it said Bronco Cheers. But the white birch is a very similar to the root beer, I can imagine. It has like all of the lighter. It's like the lighter end of a root beer for the most part. Would you agree with that? Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's as heavy as mug.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Lost Trail. Do you know?
What is the Lost Trail?
Like, it's the brand they stock at the Lewisburg Cider Mill.
Oh yeah, is the cider mill has its own sodas?
No, but you can buy Lost Trail in the stores. But it's just like, so it's like a local craft beer, I believe.
Okay.
But people out there might know about Lost Trail soda, cream soda, red cream soda, orange cream soda. Maybe we'll have some on the show sometime, but this is a fucking good root beer.
Yeah,
I would put it in the league of Barks as a god tier root beer.
Honestly, like, any like poor motherfucker can tell Coke and Pepsi apart, but I feel when it gets into the territory of root beer, my taste is a little bit less discerning. But you're of?
Can you taste the difference between Pepsi and Coke?
Of course I can.
Bro, I can't.
Maybe we'll have to do a taste test episode of Coke versus Pepsi and see how that plays out.
I feel like I can recognize different characteristics within root beer sodas better than I can colas or fruit sodas, fruity.
Really? Okay, that's... Man, we must have just, like, genetically different taste palates.
But what we don't have different is the spirit of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, you bet.
And this soda style reminds me of the 90s. And...
What about the 90s?
Well, the 90s were a time for the Kansas City Chiefs. Not necessarily fruitful as far as championships, but Derek Thomas.
Yeah.
I don't even need to speak on Derek Thomas. He's a god. He's an angel. Whatever you'd like to call it. 90s Chiefs. It's a vibe. I don't know. Bronco tiers.
Yeah,
Fuck them. I don't care.
This is top tier.
It's top tier. This is a good ass flavor here. This is a good fucking root beer. And Chris Jones fucking rules.
Well, and this is great, man. You gotta.
What's on the label?
They are not sponsoring us quite yet. Maybe one day. Shout out to Casey Soda Co. But it says bottled exclusively for Chris Jones and the Casey Soda Co. at City Market. So this is
Casey
some
Soda Company. We need to cop that sponsorship.
I was chatting up, dude, while we were there. Yeah, I mentioned the podcast. I think he wrote it down. So, if you're listening, thank you for
thank you for this episode.
Yeah,
and these sodas.
Please recycle. You always got to recycle, folks. We're a recycling
Ripple glass
household here. We go to the Ripple. We got the plastics out front. And this is a caffeine-free soda, so no hate there. I mean, this is to be like I feel like we may have to make a tradition of the Stone Cold Jones soda on Sundays in the apartment. That may have to be a new tradition.
I think we should get a TV and watch the games.
You're always welcome to watch in my room, Kirby. I'm always in there every Sunday.
Oh, word. I guess you usually get off at 3.
Yeah, you're never home quite in time for the noon games. So,
But what else? What else do we think? White birch.
Yeah,
Bronco tears.
I'm curious what the specifics of the white birch variety. I may have to do some research and get back with some info on the next episode. But
I honestly wish it was alcoholic because I would drink one of these Stone Colds before I drank a beer. Even though I don't fuck with alcoholic root beer because it's gross.
Yeah.
I wish there was some type of drug inside of this root beer.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any?
Maybe the drug is the love of the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
In the community
I'm feeling
of the
pretty
Chiefs kingdom.
fucked up off of that Chiefs undefeated season right now.
Yeah, we're riding a high.
Can't beat it.
Can't beat it.
Oh yeah. Do you have any? Does Kirby have any pairing advice for any of these varieties today?
So, so the key lime soda, I would drink after walking across town unintentionally and unwillingly.
What makes you want a key lime after a long walk?
Because I just imagine if I had to walk a really long distance, like without, like not on purpose.
Yeah.
I would be pissed, and I would be like, ugh, I just want fucking something to drink. And I would just reach, that would be the day that I reach for the Stewart's key lime soda.
Yeah.
And fuck it up. Black cherry soda, a ribeye maybe. Eat it with a ribeye. Drink it with a ribeye.
The black cherry, like, if it did have the kind of pop that we were looking for, it may be good. Like, I think it would be good at a deli for like a sandwich and shit. But I think since it is heavier than we anticipated a little bit, it may be good for like a heavier meat. Like a steak or some kind of barbecue, perhaps. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not fully like barbecue, because I don't know. But
what would I do with that soda? Maybe I would cook with it. Pairings for the Stone Cold Jones: violence towards opposing teams, violence towards opposing quarterbacks, beer. Alcohol.
Yeah, I feel like this is a beer drinker's soda.
It's a beer drinker's soda.
Despite the fact that I don't drink beer, but that's the vibe I get. Because I don't know what about it. It has like it has an intelligence.
It's got a tone.
Yeah, it's like
it's got a tone.
Whoever was making this like was putting some thought into it, and there are like multiple kind of flavors happening at once, like flavors and textures and whatnot. So you may think like, you may say, Aaron, football is a blood sport. It's inhumane. It's fucked up. But you probably, if you're saying that, you probably haven't drank a bottle of Stone Cold Jones Bronco Tears White Birch. And that's all I'm going to say.
And I mean, I could talk about football and why football is important for the world. American football.
Yeah.
But I won't.
You won't?
I won't today.
Maybe next time?
There's certain...
Kirby, is this soda good for being concussed?
Oh, yeah. I'm concussed. We forgot to
Everybody
mention
send
that
thoughts
I have
and
a
prayers.
fucking
Kirby
concussion.
like stood up too fast while trying to get rid of the hiccups the other day and hit his head on the wall.
I fell completely backwards like a log, and I smacked my head.
Oh my god!
I got a mild concussion.
Poor fella. Send thoughts and prayers and hugs and kisses and soda.
You know what?
Send some soda.
Send us some soda. What was I gonna say?
You're talking about American football?
There's certain lessons in life about fear and pain that you have to learn. And football is one of the ways that you can do that. There's several ways to learn those lessons of fear and pain. But I respect the practice of football because, as I respect other things like woodworking and, bodybuilding or boxing, or, people who drink Bud Ice. It's just, there's lessons in life that you learn, and football teaches you about pain and fear, and that's important.
And I think that's a nice note to end on. So folks, soda is, I think it's more important than we think it is. I think it's important to me. So is football and boxing and all those other things as well. And the world we live in is complex, and maybe we're not existing on the same plane we were a month ago.
Right.
But sometimes you just have to
I'm
roll with
sure
it and crack open a cold one. And that's all you can do about it sometimes.
It's time. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't have one foot in the past, one foot in the future. You got to have both feet in the present. And that's really the meaning of Christmas.
I couldn't agree more. Kirby, do we have any plugs this week?
Yeah, Shallow Pulse.
Right, we'll go listen to Kirby's band, Shallow Pulse. They're on SoundCloud under the Kirby Stickler profile. Coming soon to Bandcamp?
Once EP dropping in the next month. 8 songs featuring Nightmare, Truck Stop Strangler.
An all-star cast of Kansas City weirdos.
Yeah, Kansas City junkies and weirdos and psychos and killers.
And also commission Kirby for art painting work stuff, right? Are you taking commissions right now?
Oh yeah, I am taking commissions as a fine artist.
He's Kirby Stickler on Instagram.
And hey, I got a plug.
What's up?
Support the Kansas City Anti-Violence Project.
True.
Support the Kansas City Anti-Violence Project. Pay attention.
Yeah, send them some cash if you can, or help out however you can. It seems like a very good organization. Selfishly, I have some plugs as well. Follow Shuttlecock Mag on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Check out shuttlecockmusic.com for all the articles. Subscribe to the Shuttlecock podcast which has the Sippin On Some Soda feed on it. On Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and our YouTube channel. Visit shuttlecockmag.bigcartel.com for the web store. I need to get rid of some more of these zines before I can print another issue, which I plan on doing this winter. So the Year 3 photo zine, go snag a copy. It's got some real nice live music flicks in there. And yeah, we appreciate you for listening and sipping on some soda with us. Feel free to comment and send us maybe some soda recs, or tell us what you thought of the sodas we drank today, or just say what's up. But yeah, thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. Take it easy.